Yes, me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach all my little girls, the K&A, loud with a man. They better bring me blood and bed sheets. Chaos next in time. This block that's my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I'll leave them for this house. Take a check. 144 and then black trips on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. I.S.U.P.K, tell them I'm going to the king. Until the righteous break. Going to the king. I want this shit like a breaking sack. Going to the king. Devils can't have me. Bitch, I'm going to the king. Bring the hot burger. Going to the king. Until the righteous break. Going to the king. I want this shit like a breaking sack. Going to the king. Like that shit. That's what I'm all about. In my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation don't get critical. It's best that you be easy. They get golden dribble. Look, you go like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins. Loyalty in my veins. Can't catch me blurry word. That's what means in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. Like never newborn. Shit I raised in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm beating. Now they walking with the wings. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas scared and breathing. Criticizing on my achievements. Won't make the weed. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas begging fat sword. Better get rid of some fat dog. I be ripping shit like Sentinel. Young dogs all blocked out. I say I took fool. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This old heart when I achieve the state. And if it ain't U.P.K, it ain't in the way. My niggas righteous. They real. They down with something. Flow so deep. Drown motherfucker. He said he in the truth, oh yeah? No, it's the hoe. And I don't hate them, brother. I'm just too loyal to my own. First they believe, I believe and follow. Don't let me go in. 90 is fine. Hollow. So when they get something we can tell them absolutely. And I ain't sure of my ways, but no, I got an extra treatment. It's like I can never die on my tail, talking between my legs. Shit I be thinking. Watch my doors, something they beg. It's so smart, and a lot of shit are beautiful, but they ain't like other things. And they ain't block truthful. Now I'm used to because I'm about my father's business. It ain't all the shit I used to do in that 98 day. 10, 11, 6. See what God living this world every week. I found out the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. I tried everything. I guess me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach up my little girls. The day and day. Now I'm married. They better bring your blood and bed sheets. Chaos left in town. This blood bless my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Take a check. 144 and then black trench on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ass white tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous ready. Loyal to the king. I want this shit like a brother say. Loyal to the king. Never say hey. Bitch, I'm loyal to the king. Bring it out. You say loyal to the king. Until the righteous ready. Loyal to the king. I want this shit like a brother say. Loyal to the king. Never say hey. Bitch, I'm loyal to the king. Bring it out. You say loyal to the king. Amen. Give his life for the house shit I must rock Christ. And for the one that U.P.K down is my brother and my blood. And I will die and kill for him if necessary. All right, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters, okay? I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, okay? And since 1969, the I.S.U.P.K. has been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, okay? And part of that is learning their history, their heritage, okay, what the Lord gave them, okay, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He did not give us Thanksgiving or Christmas or Valentine's Day, but what he did give us is the Passover, Feast of Purim, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, okay, things like that. Okay, so also he gave us a holy language, okay, Lashawan, Qadash, okay, and that's what we do every Friday. We come out and we teach, okay, we share the truth about our language, the original tongue that was given to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, which is the original Hebrew, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay. We're going to go into some words and learn some more, as we do every week, you know, some more words, how to use those words, how to put them in like practical, usage, okay, everyday usage, how we read it, okay, things like that, okay. We try to cover everything and try to get our brothers and sisters aware of how to use the Hebrew language, okay. Speak it and write it, okay, and read it, okay. So with that, give me 1 second and I'm gonna check the chat and see what's going on, and then we'll get started, okay.
Hey, Shalom, y'all. Bashim Yashar.
Okay, we got Officer Sharatazat. He clicked the link, okay, so he live in the building with us, basically, okay. So Shalom, Bashim Yashar Barakatah, you warrior, okay. Check the chat again, okay, and see what's going on. Anybody who want to get in live with us, just hit the link, okay. And you know what I mean, we just, we're gonna ride out, have a good time, come up in here and learn, learn the language, okay, how to use it, okay, how to put it in practical use, okay, because this is the universal of practical knowledge, okay, I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, okay. So that's what we got for you right here. So just hold on 1 second, hang tight, and we'll get it going, okay. Sharatazat.
What's going on, Hebrew?
Shit, you know what's going on with you, warrior?
I'm Tawab, sir.
That's what's up. Okay. Okay, so if you would, Sharatazat, go ahead and look at who's in the chat and give them brothers and sisters a shout out. Let them know what's going on, that we recognize them in the building, okay?
Khan, sir. About to get on it right now. We got in the chat, we got Mighty Man Marshamar Ayash, KJ the Designer, and Thapara Banyanyam. Thapara.
Officer Marshamar, Officer 500 holding it down. Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh to you. Okay. We got KJ the Designer live in the building. Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh to you, sister. Okay. Okay, and then we got Tharapah. Okay, that's his sister. Shalom, Yahweh Shamal. Al-Thab, Hashem Yahweh Shadi. Okay, that's what's
So,
up.
Darapah, Bunyumyum, one thing with your name where it says Bunyumyum, you spelled it incorrectly. You spelled it with an I. So you at the right place. You know what I mean? You're gonna learn how to correct that. We're gonna get you right.
Go ahead and get it right.
So Bunyumyum doesn't have an I at the end. You want to put an A there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it'll be
If you would,
Bunyumyum. Not
ask that sister where
Bunyumyum.
she's from.
Where you
she
from, sis? Thapara. I'm not sure if she's spelling it. Is it Tha'ipara or Thapara?
Okay, yeah, because there's two A's there. I just saw that. That's Tha. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
You
Tha'ipara.
got an A and then a P.
Right.
I said, sister, where's she from?
Where you from, sis? You know what I mean? You can type it in the chat. Let us know where you from. Checking in from where. It's my first time seeing your name. You know what I mean? I can understand if you got the Hebrew screwed up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're in the right place. Austin the shot gonna get you right.
Oh, Sriracha's not gonna get you right.
Sir.
Don't be modest. Okay, so as the as the usual schedule, what we do is we come in and we like to go through the characters on the Hebrew. Okay, we like to go ahead and read the characters of the Hebrew. As part of learning how to, it's almost like the ABCs, okay, of our oppressor's language. But what we got is the all the way through the tha, okay. Our language consists of sounds that are almost like it's almost like a sheep, okay? It's ba, ga, da. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like we are the 12 laws. We are the lost sheep of Israel, right? So, in the scriptures, the Most High always refers to us as sheep, okay? And our language is kind of something like that, kind of sort of like that. So we like to, in the beginning of the class, go ahead and just, each individual that's live in the class, what we'll do is we'll recite the sounds, okay, associated with the characters, okay. Maybe next week I'll go ahead and write them on the board again or whatever, you know what I mean, just to, get a fresh start. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and go through the sounds, okay, and then we'll I'll let Officer Sharatazat and anybody else that's in the chat right now live with us to go ahead and run through the sounds, okay. So as far as the Hebrew, okay, the sounds are as this: ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, qua, Salakia, I, pa, taza, Qua, Ra, Sha, and Tha. Okay? That last Tha is different from the Tha that I said earlier. Okay? We have the Tha and the Tha. Okay? It's more like it has a Tha to it more than a Tha. Okay? It's a Tha, and then there's a Tha. Okay? THA, and then there's just the TA. Okay? That's the Ta. Okay? And then you have the Tha. Okay? You have the Ta and the Tha. Okay? So if you would, Sharatazak, go ahead. Let you go ahead and run through it real quick, and then we'll go ahead and let the next individual go ahead and run through it.
Kana Ga A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. So again, okay, there's a couple sounds that may be a little identical. Like I said, we have the Tha. Okay, the Ta. Okay, that's the Ta. Okay, and then we also have the Tha. Okay, we have the Ta and we have the Tha. Okay, they both start with the T, the Ta sound, the Ta and the Tha. Okay, and then also we have the Sa. We have the Sa. Okay, and we also have the Sha. Sa and Sha. Okay, so you have to, just be aware of this as we're reading, okay, the Hebrew. Okay, you have the Ta is Ta. Okay, Ta Wab. That's one word. Okay, Ta Wab. Okay, and then you have the Tha. Okay, the Tha. Also, you have the Sa. Okay, Sa, S-A, Sa. Okay, just for good measures. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we have this is the Hebrew, the original Hebrew Ta, and then this is the Ta and the Assyrian. Okay, and then we have the Tha in the original Hebrew. Okay, and then we have the Tha and the Assyrian. Okay, I didn't do too good of a job on that, but let's see. Something like that. Okay. Okay. And then we have the Sa in the original Hebrew. Okay. And then we have the Sa. Something like that. And the Assyrian. Okay. Then we have the Sha in the original Hebrew. And then we have the Sha and the Assyrian. Okay. So just keep that in mind. There's a Ta and there's a tha. There's a sa, and there's a sha. Okay? So you want to make sure you're pronouncing or bringing out the different sounds correctly when you are pronouncing, okay? When you are pronouncing the sounds that are associated with the characters, okay? This is the sha, this is the sa, tha, ta, 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 tha, and ta, okay? The difference is the tha, and you know, the tha and the sha, you know, it's the sh, ha, ah, okay? Tha, ha, ah, and then you have the ta and the sa, okay? Just wanted to bring that out. You know, anything that I think is prevalent to what we're going through, and you know, to help anybody that's new in the class, I try to bring it out and just, you know, be able to teach what we need to know, okay, as far as the Hebrew language goes, okay? Okay, so I'm going to take this down. Anything you got, you know, you want to back me up, Sharatazak, just let me know.
Come on, sir.
All right, okay. So who we got in the chat with us, Sharatazak?
I'm still seeing the same
Who
brothers
we got
and sisters.
live with us that can go ahead and go through the characters with us?
We got KJ the designer, Sister KJ.
Sister KJ? Okay, Shalom, Yahweh Shamal, Alatah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Sister KJ, go ahead, if you would, and run through the sounds, the ah, through the tha, okay? And just take your time, just, you know, try to distinguish each sound, and just go ahead and run through them real quick.
Hello?
Sir, Shalom, Yahweh Shamal, Alatah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, sir.
Most High Christ.
Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, ha, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Good work, good work. Miss KJ always be on point, okay? The water. Okay, also we got, I see what you're doing, Sharatazak. I see what you're doing. Sharatazak live in the building. He got the mad weapons going, okay? When did you get that, warrior? I see what you're doing. What's that? A 24-inch sword you got?
That's that hawk.
I see. Okay, shit. Okay. Every week you got a different weapon. I see what you're doing.
Hey, I'm just
You're
trying
ready
to
for war.
I'm just
Stand
trying to
down.
Hey.
Okay, stand down.
I'm ready to go.
I feel you. I'm ready to go too. I'm ready to jump out a chariot and start chopping heads off. Okay.
Damn right.
You know, the Lord, are we going to parachute down? He just going to beam us down? I don't know, but I'm ready to go. Okay.
I'm ready, man.
I feel you. Most High Christ. Okay. So I'm gonna bring my bat in. You know that bat I got at the crib. I'm gonna bring that in, show it off. But okay, so what we gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and you know, we'll put up some words on the board. Okay, maybe we'll go into how we can, you know, like last week we put words up and we, you know, show different ways that we can, you know, modify the word by putting the ba in front of it, or what have you. You know, certain characters in the Hebrew we can put in front or behind certain words, and it will adjust or modify the way the word is pronounced, obviously, and also, you know, what it means. Okay. So we have, you know, I'm going to go ahead and we have I'm going to put some new words. I already got a couple up right here. Okay, and we'll just go through them. Pronounce, you know, the characters. Okay, and read the meaning. Okay, and then you have right here, you have how it's, you know, kind of how it's pronounced and, you know, written in the actual, in like the English terms. Okay, it shows you how to pronounce the word bar. Okay, bar. Okay. And over here you got posh, okay? Posh, okay? But we'll go through them, okay? And then after, you know, each set of words, I'll take them down and put some new words up, okay? And we can add this. What we do is we just bring out these new words every week, add them to our vocabulary, okay? So we can have an arsenal of words and meanings, okay? So when we get to the point, you know, which I think all of us are really pretty close to this point, and that is to be able to actually write like letters or sentences, okay? Not only just read the Hebrew, but actually like write letters, okay, write sentences, be able to actually use this language to communicate with each other, okay? You write a letter and, you know, whoever you're writing it to should be able to read it and understand it, just like as if you was writing a letter in the English language, okay? So this is what we are, this is our goal. This is what we are moving towards, being able to utilize this language in a way that is practical and just, you know, normalized every day in our lives, okay? So we got to get to the point where we can actually just start writing letters and you know, communicating with this language, so that way, you know, when you see a word, it's not foreign to you. You just see it and you know what it is. Now, you know, it's just a little bit more work. It takes a little bit more diligence, because, you know, it's just not, we don't have to, but what we decided to do is go ahead and take on the challenge of reading and understanding the original ancient Hebrew and the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? And that's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and learn both translations, okay? The characters are different, but the meanings are pretty much the same, okay? So that's where we're at with it, okay? So as you can see, I have a couple of words up here already. So what I'm going to do is I'll have Officer Sharatazat go through the words, okay, and kind of bring them out and, you know, go through how to pronounce them, see how the connectors are and stuff, you know, things like that. Okay, he'll go ahead and run through it and let you know, that this one, the sounds by itself, these are sounds together, you know, ah, ba, and ra, you know, and then, you know, just go through it and then tell you the meaning of each word, okay, give you the actual how to pronounce it, you know, showing you right here in the English language, okay. So, Sharatazar, if you would, what I would like for you to do is, if you can see the board, okay, Can you see the board? Okay, sir? Okay. Most High Christ. So yeah, just go through each word. You have the individual sounds of each word. Okay, and then if they're connected together or if they are pronounced separately. Okay, and the meaning and what have you, and just run through the words, and then once you're done, if you want the students in the class to do it, to pronounce the words or whatever, you can have them do that, or you can do it yourself. I mean, so it's kind of a little bit up to you how you want to run. I'm going to put the words up, and you can just kind of run through the words with the students that's in the class, and you can have them interact if you want to or not, okay?
All
right, Most High Christ, go ahead.
All right. The first word is bar. Bar. That's the ah sound. A-H. As you can see on the board, that's the ah. And then the bar. You understand? The ba and the ra is connected. The ah is not connected. All right. Bar. You understand? That means perish, be lost, destroy, kill, put to death.
If I could, Sharatazah.
Come on, sir.
Most High Christ, if I could, like when you were reading that word and then you read the meaning, like all I can think of is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like how we are, lost, destroyed, how we're killed, how we're put to death. You know what I mean? Like this word, bar, is something like we, when I go to camp, I'm gonna try to bring this word out. You know what I mean? Like and let blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians know that we are destroyed. We perish every day. Why do we perish like we do? KJ, Sister KJ, why do blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians perish the way that they do every day?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Because we've gone away from the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and we're under curses.
That is a perfect answer. Okay. These laws, statutes, and commandments, how can you be a people without laws? How can you be a people without, someone to govern over you? You know what I mean? Like there is no nation on this earth that has been established. The Chinese, the East Indian, the Arabs, okay, the Africans, everybody has a government that is established over them to reign over them and tell them what they should and should not do. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians don't want to have that type of government over them when it comes to, their God. Okay, they rather serve any other God but their own God. The black God that tells them being homosexual is a sin. They rather serve the oppressor's God or the oppressor who tells them homosexuality is an alternative lifestyle. Okay, so they go away from their power, they go away from their God, and now they perish. Now they are lost, destroyed, killed, and put to death every day in the streets over the planet Earth because they went away from their God and their laws and their rulership. Okay? The water, go ahead. Sharatazah.
Khan, sir. You're so right in what you're saying, sir. It's so right, man. You know,
Go ahead. If you got something to say, go ahead and bring it out.
you know what I mean? And the next word is shapash. All right. The sha, SHA is by itself. All right. And then you have the pa, or the pa, rather, the pa, PA, and the sha. All right. That's connected. So to give you the shapash sound. All right. As you can see, we have hard sounds in our language. So there is no it's not shipash or shipesh like the fake Israelites like to, bring out, what I'm saying, like Yisrael and all that garbage. Shapash means judge, govern, plead one's cause, be judged. All right. Like Austin the Shop was saying, that's another word that relates to Israel, man. Shapash.
God, I was just thinking that, you know what I mean? Like, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians don't want to be governed. Okay? What is one of the famous phrases that black people say to you when you tell them they're doing something wrong?
You want to get it, sis?
Salakia, don't judge me.
You right, there you go. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. We don't want to be judged. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to be judged. Even though, listen, we're going to be judged. You're going to be judged by the things you do. Okay? I don't care what you think. Listen, why you think you died in the drive-by shooting? You getting judged. Why you think you dying of, cancer and AIDS? You being judged. I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to prevent you from a horrible judgment, okay? To help you get right, okay? I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to help you. But black people don't want to be judged at all. They want that, lifestyle where they can just do whatever they want to do. You can be a whore if you want to, suck all the rods you want to. Okay, you can be homosexual if you want to. Okay, you can be a drug dealer if you want to. You can do drugs if you want to. God knows my heart. Okay, well, listen, your heart, your action shows your heart. Okay. Your actions shows your heart. What's in your heart, what's in your mind is what you do. Okay? That is what you're going to do. What's in your mind, what's in your heart, you're right. God knows it because he can see it. He sees what you're doing. So you're going to get judged. Okay? Barakatah Yahweh, why Yahweh shot, you know what I'm saying? For that, because if it wasn't for that, then there would be no difference between righteous and unrighteous. Okay? So the Lord has to judge blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay, for us to realize what we're doing is going against what he laid down for us. Okay? You got anything else to run this out? You want me to take this down?
Khan, sir, you have me thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I mean? But, the Christian church, is it not a form of judging when the pastors say, if you don't tithe and give your money, you ain't going to be blessed? So the Christians, they go out their way to tithe because they believe that if they don't tithe, You understand? They won't get that brand new car, that brand new house, that job. So it's not the pastor judging you when he tells you you ain't gonna be blessed if you don't give him that money. You know, I may be wrong, but sounds like he judging you to me.
God, yeah, and what it is they think by simply paying tithes that they are going to be closer to the Lord. Okay, that's their way of getting close to the Lord. When you know what I mean, like that is a false. Okay, that's just one of the many commandments that our power requires of us. You can't keep one, like Christ said. You do away with the weightier matters. Okay, yeah, you pay tithes, but what about sleeping with your brother's wife? Okay, what about selling your brother's drugs? Okay, you do what is good to you and easy for you, but you do away with the weightier matters. Okay, things that are more critical to our nation, you know, thriving and surviving and, you know, ruling the earth. Okay, so that's definitely, you know what I mean, like what you're saying is definitely true. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Christian pastor anyway, he does tell them, you know, if you don't pay them tithes, you know, the Lord's going to deal with you. So he's saying the Lord's going to judge you, right?
Exactly.
If you don't help him get a good brand new Mercedes, the Lord's going to deal with you.
Right. Oh, the reason you lost your house because you ain't tied.
Right. You know what I mean? You know, it's crazy. And woe to the pastors, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we, you know, what we do, we pray to the Most High every day and every week and every month and every year to bring judgment on this earth, okay? So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and the heathen can see the power of our God, okay?
We got
until those chariots show up in the sky, we have to be holy. We have to be separate. And part of that is being able to speak our own language, okay?
That's right.
Not have to speak the oppressor's language, okay?
Right.
Something he gave you under oppression. He whipped you, he burnt you, he hung you, he raped you, okay? All these things and force you to learn his language, okay? Right. Well, it's time for us to turn back to our power and our heritage and our, you know, laws, statutes, and commandments and our way of living and learn that again, okay? And that's part of what we do every day in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, okay? So I'm going to put up a couple more words and we'll go through
them. Shout out to Oshab Ban Yahawada in the chat. Shalom Yahabashim Yahushua Barakatah, Officer 50 for Shaw, Fort Pierce, Florida. And we got Sister Brandy, Shalom Yahushua Malathon Bashim Yahushai, Palm Beach, Florida, in the building.
Trying to get these characters mixed up. Okay, Shabbat is up.
Count on the con, sir. All right, we got first word here is sapar.
So, like, if you could, I know the sister, she might want to go ahead and help you out a little bit. You can have her, kind of integrate her into what you got going on. She actually, decided to go live with us, and give her a little, attention and let her help us out. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate this sister. She is strong. You know what I mean? Like always up in the building. Okay, even if it's via, what is this? The live stream, okay? The stream yard, okay?
Right.
I see it everywhere else live in General Mahayim, any class you can imagine, okay? Commanding General YAHANNA, this sister is up in there, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so go ahead and, you know what I mean? Like, let her voice be heard, you know what I mean? Let her help you out, you know what I mean? Go ahead and let her help you out, show these other brothers and sisters what's going on.
Most High in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you damn sure right, sir. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good to see sisters in the class, man. Learning and taking back the original native tongue, man. You understand? So we got the first word, Sister KJ.
Hey, it's like you real quick though. Also, that thing you got in your hand, that thing look big as your body. I don't know. Go ahead and put it up. Let me see the whole. Let me see all of it. Shit is huge. That thing, shit. Bring that tomorrow with you. I want to see that live, and I want to be able to hold it and get me one of them. You know what I mean? Like
that's
shit
a hawk.
is huge, Shiratazah. That thing is big as your whole torso. Okay.
I'm Levi. I like machetes.
I feel you. There's something going on with it because I have to make sure I'm, in line when I see you. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Go ahead.
God.
Go ahead.
So we got the saw and the part. Hey, Sister KJ, if you want to jump in, you can jump in, man. And go ahead and recite the word, and you know what I mean. So we got saw and the par, which is sapar. The sa is separate. The pa and the ra is connected. So you're gonna have sapar, which means letter. Go ahead, KJ, and get down. You know what I mean? Go ahead and say it if you want.
Hi, sir. Salaki, if I may, y'all be putting me on blast. I'll be over here laughing. So I just
no, we ain't trying to put you on blast. Hey, I'm showing appreciation. This Black History Month, ain't it? This Black History Month, ain't it?
Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. I just be like, y'all put me on blast. I don't know what to say. I'll be like, oh my goodness.
Hey, they don't know what's going on. This sister be cooking food for brothers up there in the Orlando, up north, when we be going to camp, okay? Camp, they make sure them brothers fed real good, you know what I mean? Like macaroni and cheese and fish and chicken and all that, you know what I mean? Like this sister holding it down in more ways than one. Hey, the water to you and your husband, okay? Most High in Christ. Okay?
Most High in Christ.
Yeah, they y'all up in here for real, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ to y'all as well, the priests and the prophets. Yeah.
Listen, that's the fruit of the labor. You are, showing, you know what I mean, like what we do and the sacrifices we make, you know what I mean, what it's for. Okay, this is a prime example of, you know what I mean, what the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge is about. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what I want to bring out all the time. Like, you know, we get brothers and sisters out of, you know what I mean, this, you know, worldly system, okay? And we bring them back to their true identity, okay? And what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be operating in this earth. And you are a wonderful example. You and your husband are a wonderful example of, you know, the work that we put in, okay? The work that Commander General YAHANNA and the Israelite School in general and Universal Practical Knowledge has been doing since 1969, okay? I'm an example of it, okay? Officer Sharatazar is an example of it. We are not, you know what I mean, like, exempt from, you know what I mean, like this whole thing, you know what I mean? I didn't come up with this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, you know what I mean, start this class. A brother over me told me, hey, you know what I mean, like, go ahead and get it in. The water, sir, I'll do it, you know what I mean? Just to do my, you know what I mean, to be able to say I did my part, you know what I mean? Most High Christ, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I love niggas. I love blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. You know, for anybody who wants it and needs it, I'll be here. Okay. So water to you again, sis. You and your husband. Okay. So you know that's that. You know what I mean? Like, we are all part of this thing that we trying to come back to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I'm no better than you. I'm no less than you. We in this together, okay? I'm just part of the body, just like you are just part of the body. I'm not, you know, nothing different, okay? Okay, so there's many cells, okay, in this body. And thanks to the Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying, we're able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have just forgotten us, okay, and destroyed us. But we have a chance to be righteous in his eyes. All we have to do is what he told us to do. Put the work in and just do it. Okay, live according to what our God told us, how he told us to live. Okay? So with that, go ahead. Let the sister go ahead and you know, do, you know, the go ahead and break down the sounds and all that, you know what I mean, on the next set. Okay, let her go ahead and get it in.
Go ahead, sis, you got it.
Khan, sir. You want me to do the second set, the second word, sir?
Yes.
Khan, sir. Okay, so the word is Ra-I. The Ra being the first symbol and the I being the second, and they're both standalone symbols, so they're not connected. So when it's pronounced Ra-I, and it means friend or companion.
Most High Christ. That is exactly what is going on. That's it. So you have the rock and the I, like the sister said, and it's I, which means friend or companion. Okay? And all we have to do is, you know, put these words in your notes. Write them down, okay? Because at some point you're going to come back and you're going to study these words and you're going to want to know the meaning, what this word, okay, I want to say friend. What is the word for that? And you're going to go and find it. It's going to be right there in your notes, and you can, you know what I mean, begin to communicate and actually read, you know what I mean, and understand this language that our God gave us, okay? And here's the better thing, you're going to teach it to your children, okay? You're going to teach it. You're going to teach it to the next generation, okay? You're going to teach them to observe the Sabbath. You're going to teach them to observe the Passover. You're going to teach them to understand and know their language, okay? You're going to teach your children, the next generation, all these things, and that is the whole point of this. Okay, it's the whole point that from here on out, there's a new breed of Hebrew in the land. Okay, on the earth. Okay, and this is what we doing. We are transforming ourselves, our children, and our future. Okay, to be what our power want us to be. Okay, so if you would go ahead, KJ, and do the next one.
Con, sir.
So Lucky, I wanted to add.
Go ahead.
There's a word that's you see how that word says I when it's connected, when the raw and the I is connected, it gives you a word that we usually read in the prayers. I want to see if anybody in the chat, if you know what that word means. When the raw and the I is connected, is rye. So if you know what the word rye means, you understand, you can put that in the chat. It's a very I just want to bring that out. It's a very it's a word that is popular that we read in the prayers. All right. When the raw and the I is connected, rye. See if any brothers and sisters could get that in the chat. You go ahead, sis.
No, shit, hey. I want to know what that is. I want anybody who know what that is. Go ahead. I'm gonna give them a few minutes.
Come on.
We don't want to
shout out to Jimmy Jimmy. Salaki, sir, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's a good point. You know what I mean? The water for bringing that out. Most High in Christ. Yeah, shit. Any chance, we can bring something out and, you know what I mean, show Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians something. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Salakia, sir, do you want me to go ahead and read the next one?
Go ahead and get down. Let's see what's up.
Khan, sir. Okay, so the word is Azan, and the first symbol is the A. The second one is the Za, and the last one is the Na. The A is by itself, and the Za and the Na are connected, which makes that the Zan. And Azan means ear.
Right. Give an ear. The Lord is always asking for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to give an ear. Okay? Understand. Pay attention.
That's right. So I don't see anybody in the chat. That word rye. So since nobody in the chat can figure it, I know Mashamar know what it is, so he's excluded.
Did he put it in? Did he answer?
Nah, he didn't put it in the chat, but I know he know what it is. That's the scholar.
Okay, before you answer it, go ahead and check the chat again. Okay, and give a shout out to everybody who's in the chat again. You know what I mean? Excluded from the people that you didn't give a shout out to.
Count. We got in the chat. We got Jimmy Remy. Shout out to Jimmy Remy. You understand? I see a palm tree. I see some dice. So that's a Levi. See some palm trees. Jimmy Remy. Kosha Banyahawada. If you know what the word rye means, the raw and the I connected, go ahead and put it in the chat. Sister Brandy, Thapara. Mashamar. I know Mashamar know what it is. That's a 500. So Mashamar know what it is. It's a very common word that we read in the Tanakh.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take these words down.
Want me to give it to him for time's sake?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so that word Rai means evil. Rai means evil. All right. You see that word a lot in the Tanakh and in the prayers.
Mm-hmm.
This guy in my neighborhood, sir, like right next door, he be having church in his backyard every Saturday night, Friday night. Microphone speaker loud, shouting, screaming.
He Levi?
Levi.
I can imagine.
Night, man. Friday night, Saturday night.
That's that, you know what I mean? We have the zeal. What's the scripture? We have the zeal, but
Not the
without knowledge.
Right. Man, screaming in
man.
Be killing me, man.
At the same time, we're stiff-necked people. When we try to tell them, you know what I mean, and show them, you know, the error, they don't want to hear it.
Right.
They want to go off their feelings and emotions. Okay?
Right.
You want to sing a song and think that's how you serve God. That's not true. That's not how you serve God. You serve God by doing what he told your stink mind to do. Okay?
I want to bring that scripture out, man, because what you just said, in the book of Amos, where's the scripture? It's in Amos chapter 5. What you said about them songs. All right, Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. It says, I hate. It says, I hate. God hates, man. Mm-hmm. For those people who say God don't hate, God hates. He says, I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Your feast days, not the Lord's feast days, but your feast days, your little birthdays and Thanksgiving and 4th of July, your little Christmas feast days or whatnot. Verse 22, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. You understand? Now, verse 23, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. All them songs that you singing, them gospel songs, he don't want to hear that garbage. Them homosexual songs Kurt Franklin be singing, talking about I love you, God, and he eating pork with his, you know what I'm saying? Pastor Pork Chop talking about I love you, God. And he said, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. Them songs you singing is noise to him. Jingle bell, you understand? Happy birthday, you understand? That's noise to the Most High. For I will not hear the melody of thy vows. You don't want to hear that garbage, man. You understand? You don't want to hear that. This in the Bible, man. This in the Bible. God don't want to hear no damn gospel music. You understand? He hates that, man. And he hates Christmas melodies and the songs you sing on your birthdays and all that. He hates that. You understand? He says, verse 24, but let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. So you right on it, sir, when you're saying, the Most High don't hate them songs, man. You don't want to hear that garbage, man. I don't know what book they're reading. I really don't know what book.
What he do want to hear is, you know what I mean, is us out there at the feast of the Passover, okay, saying the Lord's Prayer.
That's right.
Okay, that's what he do want to hear.
That's what we want to hear. Go ahead, sis. You have something?
Sir, I didn't catch the chapter in Amos that you said.
It's a lot here. Amos chapter 5 and verse 21.
Sir. The water.
No sweat. And they, these Christians, boy, they sing, man, like they sing their little heart out, man, and they don't do nothing God tell them to do.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
It's their whole life is, determined by emotions.
Right.
A feeling. It's all based off of a feeling, you know what I mean? Not what the Lord wants or what he says. It's based off of their feelings.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's based off their feelings, not the feelings of their God. Okay? It's based off their feelings. That's so heavy, man. Like, whatever, you know what I mean? That's so crazy. It's just whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they say God knows my heart, because it's going about how they feel, what their emotion is, what they think. You know what I mean? So no matter what God thinks, however they think, God will understand it. He's going to understand that I love him, but I think this.
Right.
I think that. So I'm going to operate in that, you know what I mean? Instead of operating on what God said, okay?
Right.
You know what God said, but you're going to go against it and say, well, I feel like this. You're going against God. You straight up going against your power.
Right.
By saying what you feel and what you think and what you want, you straight going against your God, because you know what he said. You know he said being gay is an abomination. You know he said that.
Right.
But it's all about your feelings and what you think and what you want. So you are straight antichrist, okay? Every day of your life. You straight going against your power.
And then when you show it to them, sir, they say, oh, you show them in the scriptures what it say, and then they say, that's your interpretation. That's your own interpretation.
Like they're not going off of their own interpretation.
Like as if they're not right. So
they're going off of their own interpretation. And that's the whole thing. Everybody has their own interpretation.
Right.
So all they're saying is there's a bunch of individuals out here. We're all individuals. We're not one mind. We're not one body. We're not one sound. We're not one God. We're all individuals. And that's basically what they're saying. We're individuals. Well, in universal practical knowledge, okay, there's one head and one body, okay? And that's how we operate, okay? We all don't think separately of what we think. We think the way the Lord thinks, just like Christ said. You know what I'm saying? You see me, you see the Father. He thinks just like the Father thinks. He thinks just like his power thinks. And that's the way we think. That's how we operate. I don't care if it's, you know what I mean, not popular, you know what I mean, if it's not popular, you know, in the world. I'm going to operate on how Yahweh thinks. Right. Okay? In Yahweh Shai. Okay? Not what, you know what I mean, some Edomite thinks. Not Valentine's Day, not Christmas, not Thanksgiving. Okay, none of that. I'm going to think and operate not on my own. Forget what I think. The Lord figured it out a long time ago. Before he even created us, he figured it out. And now I'm going to try to figure it out with my little peanut brain. Man, please. No, I'll let the Lord do it, okay? And I'll just operate the way he told me to operate, okay? Because if I look at the history, if I read Black history, me doing what the Lord said will put me over all the other nations on the earth. But me doing what I think will have me getting shot down the street, have me addicted to drugs, have me being gay, have me sleeping with my brother's wife, have me being half a homosexual, okay? Right. With no understanding. So I'm going to operate under Christ, okay, the way he laid it down, okay? That's right. That's what I'm going to do, okay? Okay, from the beginning, okay? That's the way it was. So that's how I'm going to operate. And that's why we here tonight. This is how the Lord wants us to operate. This is how he wants us to talk, okay? Not the language that I'm talking right now, not Spanish, okay? Not, you know what I mean, French, okay? He wants us to be able to speak the tongue that he originated and gave us, okay? So that's what it's all about. That's why we're here tonight, okay? All right, go ahead, Shiratin up.
Calm. So the first word we got is shabash. Yeah, shabash. All right. So the first is Sha, which is separate. Then we got the Ba and the Sha, which is connected, which gives you the Shabash. All right. Shabash means rod or staff. Rod or staff. You understand? Also, the shot has a staff in his hands, a shabash in his hand,
And ready to use it.
and ready.
Okay? Take this thing to camping. You know, I'll
right.
be on the podium speaking, and some heathen will come and say something, and I'll just boop, pop them in on top of the head. Get it right. No, no, these laws, statutes, and commandments are not for you until you serve, until you're under us, okay? Until we show you how to do it, because you don't know how to do it, okay?
Right.
Just pop them in the top of the head, you know what I mean? Staff.
All right, shabash. I had some Edomite text me on my Facebook Messenger. Some so-called Edomite Amalek asking me
Amalek's not Edomite.
Amalek, the so-called Jewish.
Oh, okay, I got you. Slide.
Yeah, she talking about some if what we're saying is true, then what's gonna happen to her and her people?
God, no, she didn't hear that part.
I don't know why she inboxed. I'm like, why the hell she inboxing me?
Shit.
Must have been a class she was watching.
That's her?
Nah, I left her on red.
Shit, let her know what it is. Shit.
Left her on red, man.
Leave it all to it. Like, you know, they gonna be slaves under us. Okay, you can either be a house slave or a field slave. You can either, you know what I mean, get your head chopped off, or you can kiss a boot. You know what I mean? Like, it's up to you. That's what's gonna happen to your people.
Right.
Okay.
I just get a gym membership.
What's that?
Get a good workout.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Shit.
You want to get the next word, sis?
Sir, I'll get it. The word is shamana, and the sha is by itself, as well as the ma and the na. So it would be shamana, which means oil or fat.
Outside of Christ.
All right. The next word we have is lakhan. All right. The la stands alone, and you have kha, not the ka, not the ka, but the kha, chaa. All right. Then you have the na. You want to connect that? It gives you khan. Lakhan means therefore. Okay. Lakhan. Pronunciation is key to Hebrew. You understand? If you're reading, you want to pronounce it lakhan, not lakan, but lakhan.
Yeah, come. That's the only time we put that. Okay.
Right.
With the oppressor or the fake Jew, all his words have that. You know what I mean?
He just spitting all day.
Yeah, makes no sense. They don't know how to operate. That's why they, like, before they were even able to take the land, they had to go and get a Hebrew priest to show them, you know what I'm saying, how to operate in the land of the Most High. Okay. We had to show them how to survive, just like the Native Indians did, right?
Yep.
The Native Indians had to show our oppressor how to survive in this land. And now he rules it. Now he runs it. Same thing happened in Jerusalem. Man, we got the Passover coming up. It's literally like just a month or so away.
Gone. Right around the corner.
Man, it's like tomorrow. It's just like it's tomorrow, man. I mean, like, it's right around the corner.
Yep.
So, like, I don't, I just want to reiterate to everybody that's in the class right now, what you want to do is go ahead and try to book you a hotel. And, make sure you come out. Okay, so you want to come out, starting that Monday or Tuesday. The first real day that we're going to have some kind of activity is going to be that Tuesday. Okay, that Tuesday, hold on, is going to be, what's that date going to be? Shabbat is out that Tuesday.
That Tuesday? That's going to be the 12th. Yeah, the April the 12th.
Okay, yeah, right. That Tuesday is going to be the 12th. Okay, but basically, like, just if you can do it. I mean, if it's in your budget, if you're able to do it. We were out there, just me and Officer Itazar, last Sunday. We were out there, and there's a road that we took, and it goes straight to Orlando.
Right.
So if you're in Orlando, this road, I don't remember what road it was. We went down, but we were going home, and we came down this road, and as we're getting to 95, I'm like, shit, there's the Passover venue right there. Like, we rode right by it. And I was like, so there's a road that comes straight from Orlando, straight to Cocoa Beach. And I would say you could be on that road for maybe, man, not even 30 minutes, man. I want to say not, I don't know. I don't think it was even 30 minutes. So, brothers in Orlando, you're actually pretty close. because that road, what we did was we went to the spot where we're gonna slaughter the lambs. Okay, we went to the spot where we're gonna slaughter the lambs, and that road brought us directly to the venue for the Passover. Okay.
All right.
But like I was saying, let me see. Okay, so the where we're going to slaughter the lambs is on Dean Road.
Right.
So from Dean Road, my GPS is not giving me. Hold on. There was a road that went straight to 95. It might be. Yeah, okay, so it might be Route 50. Route 50. So Route 50 is going to take you straight to Orlando.
All right.
But basically, you know, okay, so from the 11th, basically the first day that we're having some activity, which is going to be a deep sea fishing expedition. It's going to be on the 12th, okay? And then on Wednesday the 13th, we're going to have a fish fry, okay? And also we're going to have Wednesday is when General Muhammad is going to have his scripture breakdown class.
That's right.
Okay. So Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to have, okay, so on Wednesday, we're going to have, you know, we're going to have a fish fry. We're going to have like a bounce house, I think, for the kids, you know, other activities. Okay. So Wednesday is definitely going to be a good day to be in, you know, in Cocoa Beach. Okay, and then Thursday is Hebrew Academy, Hebrew Tribe, and then there's going to be a dinner. Okay, after that, right there in the convention center, right there, we're going to serve food and everything. And then Friday is the Passover. Okay, and Saturday is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So it's going to be a whole week. You know, there's going to be other activities also that's going to be going on. You know, I don't know what we got for Monday, but I know starting Tuesday there's going to be things happening. Okay, so you want to be in Cocoa Beach, you want to be around and enjoy the brotherhood. You know, it's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of brothers and sisters from across the earth right here in Cocoa Beach. Okay. So, you know, if it's feasible, you know, get your spot, try to be in the building, okay? Try to, you know, be around your brothers and sisters, everybody who, you know, you want to be around people that actually think like you think, okay? That's operate right. Like you operate, okay? It's a wonderful thing. If anybody who hasn't been to a Passover yet, it's just, you know, amazing, okay? The love that you experience between black people that you will never experience anywhere else. Okay? The love that you will experience from black people that you will not experience anywhere else. And another thing I want to go over is the what was Captain Tazariot went over in his class last night. Did you catch that, Sharatazat?
I caught half of the class. You talking about the ending?
Right.
No, sir, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so the way this, okay, so you want to go and get that, go check that class out, especially if you're a sister. Okay, the sisters want to go check that class out because Captain Tazariot brought out how to perform the how a sister should perform the salute, and it's different from what I've seen all the sisters do. Okay, so when basically when you're doing the salute and they tell the sisters to stand, the sisters put their hands, okay, they cuff the left hand over the right hand, right? Okay, but then when they actually repeat the salute, they're supposed to take their right hand and lay it over their heart, okay, right, over their chest, like this, and keep the other hand like this and repeat the salute, okay? So if you're a sister, you definitely want to go and check that out. So when we're at the Passover, you can perform the salute properly, and from this point on, you'll also, perform the salute properly, okay? Because what I've seen is sisters just keep their hands cuffed together, okay? And Yahweh Shai for Captain Tazariot bringing it out and showing us how it's supposed to be, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So with that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. Okay, if you got anything you want to bring out, Sharatazat?
I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, you have not experienced a Passover. All right? It's only one Passover.
Right. One mind, one body. Okay.
That's right.
Under Commanding General YAHANNA. Okay. The Lord only deals with one man at a time on the earth. Okay. You had Commanding General Moses. Okay. Now you got Commanding General YAHANNA. Okay. You had Commanding General Noah. Now you got Commanding General YAHANNA. Okay. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and salute everybody out. Okay. So, shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, a thumb to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Shamar Alathan Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai to the sisters, okay? And with that, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, okay? And if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you're not in the truth, okay?
That's right.
I said the Passover is going down here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. I'm so excited, you know what I mean? And there's going to be a lot of responsibilities put on brothers and sisters right here in Florida. So be ready to step up and help out where needed. Okay, if you see that something's needed and someone is put out that we need brothers and sisters to step up, go ahead and step up, okay, and help and be a good host to all the hundreds and thousands of brothers and sisters coming in from around the earth, okay, to Cocoa Beach, Florida, okay? And with that, shalom.
Hey, shalom. Shalom.
YouTube Music Premium is dedicated to you. During your dinner party with friends and family, on holidays without signal, and when your phones are exotic. It's full of exciting features that make you feel like you're home. And discover new music that you'll be listening to for years to come. Upgrade to YouTube.